Hey everybody, this is your man, Algernon. Today I wanted to give a little update on some things that have, gone underway. So, by the time that you were seeing this, I'm recording this about like a week or two earlier. This video will go live alongside the release of Sonic Songs 3, the most recent Sonic Songs album. I'm very proud of this album. I worked really hard on it. It took me a long time to work on it. Really wanted to make sure that these songs are just as enjoyable as the original songs, and possibly improve in certain areas, and of course give my own little spin on the songs themselves. And if you've already watched that, thank you. And if you haven't already watched that, please go check it out. I know not everybody I know that not every single person is the biggest Sonic fan, and they're probably wanting more original music, which, trust me, original music is being worked on. I just really love working with these Sonic songs. I really love working with other video game stuff that I've been remixing. If you didn't know, I also released a 2-track EP called Positive vs. Negative, which is a remix of some songs from the Scott Pilgrim game, originally composed by Anamanaguchi, which is a fantastic band. I love a lot of their music, and I love the soundtrack for the Scott Pilgrim game, so please go check that out. I just wanted to talk about Sonic Songs 3. I'm very proud of where it went, and I'm very proud of what it is, and I like the way it sounds. Assuming that you haven't listened to it already, again, go listen to it, because I'm about to spoil something that came from that video, or the full album video. I am also working on something else alongside it, which I'll talk about in just a second. But, so little spoilers for that video as well. Obviously, if you don't know, Sonic 3 is just part 1 of a 2-part game, and I am currently working on the second part, Sonic and Knuckles. So that's coming soon. I don't have a specific date of when that's going to happen, but get excited for that. A lot of the tracks on there I'm also really proud of, but they still need a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of work. So, yeah. I'd also like to announce the fact that I am also remastering Sonic Songs 1 and 2. There were just certain things about Sonic Songs 1 and 2 that I'm not entirely proud of. I think Sonic Songs 1, I don't like a lot of the instrumental choice. That was really the first time I ever worked, not just with like remixing, but even with songs that I didn't initially compose. I'm not a big fan of the instrumentation. I don't think it sounds that great. And then Sonic Songs 2, I'm not a big fan of the mixing. It feels very flat. That is entirely my fault, because when I edited that video together, I forgot to set it to the stereo channel, and so it is mono. So that is why it sounds very flat. So I am reworking on those 2 albums. I also don't have an announcement date for that. I don't have a specific date when that's going to come out. I'm mainly focused on Sonic Songs and Knuckles right now. But, yeah, get excited for those as well. I'm very proud of these new versions. I'm also making more songs for those. So there are going to be some songs that weren't initially released with the original versions of Sonic Songs 1 and 2. So get ready for those. I also want to talk about the possibility of making remixes for Sonic games that aren't just these first 4. First 4. I do want to make a remix album for not just Sonic CD, but for a bunch of other Sonic games. I want to do a bunch of these Sonic remix albums because I love working with Sonic music. I think Sonic music is very good, But currently, the DAW, the digital audio workspace that I'm working with right now, it does certain things very well, but it doesn't do other things that well. And specifically with Sonic CD, that game's soundtrack features a lot of samples from other artists, and it was already a hassle to get the samples to work in this release with Ice Cap Zone and Launch Base Zone specifically. Or not Ice Cap, Carnival Night Zone. It was already just a hassle to get those samples to work, to get them timed up with the music, to get them to sound good. So I eventually want to move from the DAW that I'm working on now, which is Soundtrap, which is like a free DAW that was made specifically by Spotify. I want to move that over to like something like FL Studios or something, but that is a huge investment. It is a huge difference in software, and like I don't have that kind of money right now. So it'll probably be a while before the release of new Sonic Songs stuff, especially since really past Sonic 3 and Knuckles and, you know, Sonic CD and some other games, like, there really aren't many Sonic games that really have those instruments that Soundtrap specifically has. Meanwhile, FL Studios has a lot more opportunities. So I will say, as of right now, it is not determined if I will be doing any other Sonic remix albums after Sonic and Knuckles and the remasters 1 and 2. I might do the Master System and Game Gear games, but that is a huge maybe. So yeah, I'd also like to start doing some remixes of not just Sonic stuff, you know, maybe some Mario soundtracks, maybe some other video game soundtracks, but specifically with like Nintendo. They're very butt clenchy about their music. They destroy channels that even dare touch their songs, so that's another huge if. I also want to make separate videos for each song off of the first 3 albums. That'll probably come out some random time after this album is released. And before I leave, I want to shamelessly plug the gaming channel. It's something that I'm really passionate about, and it would mean the world to me if you go check out that, if you're interested in it. Butt Spectrum Club, I will leave a link down in the description below, and I will leave a link in the cards up at the top right. So please, check that stuff out. I'm really proud of the stuff that we're doing there. I'm very happy with what we're doing there, and it is something that I'm really interested in. So yeah, other than that, that's really all I wanted to talk about. Thank you all so much for listening to my music. Thank you all so much for supporting me, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.